You're listening to the World's Team Podcast. It's not just America's team, Cowboys Nation. It's the world's team. Now, here are your hosts, Paul Stewart and Mike Poland.
How about them Cowboys?
Hello, Cowboys Nation. Welcome back to the World's Team Podcast, brought to you by the BLEAV Network and powered by FanDuel Sportsbook. As always, sponsored by Cowboys Experience for stadium tours, tailgating, and so much more. Head over to cowboysexperience.com and use the discount code World's Team 2025. Cowboys Nation, this is probably going to be arguably one of the most shocking episodes that we've had to do. So, breaking news is Micah Parsons has been traded to the Green Bay Packers in a stunning 4-year, $188 million blockbuster. In hindsight, Dallas gets 2 first-round draft picks and defensive tackle Kenny Clark, but let's be clear, this isn't about a roster fit. This is about failed negotiations between Parsons' agent, David Mulugeta, and Jerry Jones, and the Cowboys losing their defensive superstar. The fan base is outraged, the media is stunned, the NFC is just shifted overnight. So we're going to be here to break down the 53-man roster also, and obviously there's no question, really talk about the Micah Parsons trade. But without further ado, I am joined as always by my brother-in-arms, Mike Poland, and I don't know what to say, Mike. I would like to say this black eye is actually because we just got slapped across the face.
Yeah. No. Well, yeah. Social media right now, the news outlets, group chats all over the world right now are going insane. They're popping off everywhere. We're in a few of them, and they're going wild. The SB Nation one with all the boys, they're all stunned and shocked. It is insane.
Makes no sense. It just makes no freaking sense what just happened.
Especially 7 days. We've got 7 days now for Brian Schottenheimer to prepare for the Eagles. Super Bowl champions from last season. Huge NFC East rival. We're about to go up against them, and you do it now. Like this side of it all. Like, if you're going to do it way back when, because we could have adjusted. We could have gone out and, whatever. I put a tweet out and I've said, there we are, all that money we saved. Now Jerry can go out and get a bunch of aged ex-first round defensive ends, pass rushers to make us feel all better, because that's what they do. It makes very little sense to have done it now. The timing is absolutely dreadful for Schottenheimer.
I feel terrible for Schottenheimer. I feel awful for him right now.
It's really bad.
It's like for his first-time head coach. Generally, when we had a good OTAs, good training camp, obviously we're trying to get the Parsons deal all done. Schottenheimer thought the deal was going to get done. Like, now this has just happened. It's completely transformed basically us going into this whole season now. Like, from a defensive standpoint. So, I'm just absolutely gobsmacked, Mike. But break it down. Break it down to me. Break down the overall trade so we can go into more depth with that.
Yeah, so they get 2 first rounders. Obviously, the details on everything we're still waiting to hear because it's just so fresh. It's so brand new. They get Kenny Clark as well, nose tackle. Ironically...
Pro Bowl defensive tackle. I mean, it does help us with the run game, which is good, I guess. That's a good positive. But with these 2 first-round draft picks, how's that going to help us now?
It doesn't help us now. It's like, great. That helps us out in April, yeah? So the only thing I will say that immediately came to my mind when they made the trade, and I seen it was a run stuffing nose tackle. Great one too. What does that now mean for another former first round pick that the Cowboys have in Mazi Smith? Is there something else in the line here? Because where does that put him? You've got Perion Winfrey. You've also got Jay Tyne. Now you've got this pretty good nose tackle. Where does that put him? So now all of a sudden, if that is truly the case, you go, we've just lost a perennial first-round pass rusher. He's gone. Now you're about to go and trade or do something with another first-round talent that you had, or not talent, but first-round pick that you had. So then you're going, well, we get 2 first-round picks back. Then that just means that the whole thing was for nothing, because now you're just right back where you started with even more question marks than before. So it's a circle that has come fully around that really puts the Cowboys back, because now you sit there and you go, and people are like going, oh, well, you never know. Like, you know, Green Bay might fall. We've seen Thomas Jordan Love might get injured, but it's like, which sounds more likely that the Green Bay Packers with Micah Parsons on their team makes the playoffs than the Cowboys would without Micah Parsons on their roster?
I think that's an easy question, Mike.
What was the whole point in it all?
Like, we've just given name, like, and here's the other thing, like, I'm actually surprised that's all we got. Like, let's be blunt and clear on this. Like, it seems to be just with the Cowboys. We are terrible when it comes to negotiating trades. We overcompensate for acquiring players, and we undercompensate when trading away players. Like, take for example, Amari Cooper.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
We traded a 4th-round draft pick for Trey Lance. Like, those are 2 good prime examples. We suck at trading. Like, the only
It's
good
so
trade we did,
true.
the only good trade we just did recently, obviously, was George Pickens, but that's only a 1-year deal.
Mm-hmm.
He might not be here next year.
And so, what was the point in that 1-year deal as well with Pickens? Like, here's my problem: you make this trade, you get George Pickens in this year, and you think, oh, okay, we're clicking, we're firing, things are coming along. They're looking to pin things in right now. Brilliant. But then a week before the season, you trade away Parsons. So the one thing that helps your defense the most, which I can pull up a stat for you now, and you go, how has that helped along with this 1-year deal that you've just put in place for Pickens? It doesn't. None of it really now makes any sense. It's all out of kilter. And we talked about this in the UK Cowboys show, that last season Micah Parsons was missing for 4 weeks, weeks 5, 6, 8, and 9, because we had the bye week. And in that time, the Cowboys registered 10 sacks with Micah Parsons inactive, 2.5 sacks per game.
Yeah.
That ranks at that period, those 4 weeks, ranked 15th. For the rest of the season, before and after when Micah was away, but when he was active on the team,
Yep.
they registered 41 sacks, 3.2 sacks per game, second most in the league. It's not so much, Paul, you will agree with me.
I agree. I know what you're
Yeah,
going to say.
It's
Like,
not so much what he does individually. It's what he does for the
for
defense
team,
overall.
it's for the overall team. I completely agree, because we saw that, like, especially the inactiveness when he was not featured in those 4.
It was starkly different.
Like the defense was stagnant. They looked lost, and when Parsons came back into the vote, it seemed like there was a light bulb effect. Like, Parsons managed to bring the best out of our players when they were on the field. Like, even Mazzie Smith, for goodness sake.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, I'm trying my best to kind of, like, be professional, like, but I'm that infuriated of what's just happened right now. I truly am, mate. Like 1 week before the opening kickoff of the 2025 season, we've just traded away our best player to NFC rival to the Green Bay Packers. I only got 2 first rounders and Kenny. Like, don't get me wrong, Kenny Clark is a great acquisition. It is.
It fits a brilliant need.
It fits a great need. Like, it's going to help us with the run defense, which is going to be one of our biggest weaknesses. Like, but I think the question is now, is like, are we going to go all in with our rookie Donovan Izaraku and give like the time for like Sam Williams to go out and shine?
I was just about to say Sam Williams is going to have to seriously step up.
This is a massive step up for everyone in the defensive end group, massively. Like
Sam Williams is now your starting defensive end on that side of the line.
James Houston. I mean, we were going to do a breakdown of the 53-man roster until breaking news just head out. Like as Mike just kind of outlined, ladies and gentlemen, we just did a show with the UK Cowboys fans live.
As it
happened, the news just broke out. And we've had to kind of wait back a little bit to try and get more details about the trade, etc. And I'm still kind of like trying to gather my thoughts together to what make of this. It's just lost for words, mate. Just lost for words.
It is. Timing is what is bad here. So the other side of it. So now you try and get to be optimistic, right? Let's try and put some optimism in people. I know, right?
Really,
so
Mike, really?
I'm going to try. I'm going to try. It's going to be a hard grind here, so bear with me, right? So first of all, we talk about the trade that what the Cowboys got. Yeah, it's not great. 2 first-rounders, yada, yada, yada. Right, okay, players.
What did Khalil Mack get at the time when he went from
a lot more? They Bears got a lot more with what they were doing there.
That proves my point about the Cowboys get fleeced.
I know
every single time.
But think about this: the Cowboys have just saved. So the Packers are paying on average, I think it's like $41 million per year. I think it might be a bit more. So the Cowboys, retrospectively, they save that money. Right? You say, okay, the Green Bay Packers didn't give up a lot. Okay, but you still got to think they've got to pay that money. They're going to pay the average per year, making Micah the most expensive non-quarterback player in the league. Right? That's one thing that the Packers have got to do right now. They also give up 2 first-rounders. So they're also on top of the money, they've got to give up draft picks, and they had to give away a player. So overall, for the Packers, it is a lot when you think about it. Okay,
yeah.
It just seems to be that we're like, oh my God, we could have got a lot more, and that's our selfish needs. That's us. That's how we are. And I agree with you. We should have got more, but there we go. I'm looking at on the other side of the fence for the Packers. Packers fans are going to be sitting there going, yes, we got Micah, but then they're going, okay, we don't have any first rounders, and we've got to pay all this money out, and we've just lost like our inside guy a week as well. They were also a week and 3 days away from playing their first game. So now they've got to figure things out. So on the other side of it all, you've got Deron Bland. You've got Tyler Smith, massive piece on the offensive line. Brandon Aubrey as well. All these guys are coming up for contract renewal that we would all say are vital pieces of the team. 100%. Offensive line, we cannot be without Tyler Smith. He's going to be the crown jewel of that offensive line this year. You've got Brandon Aubrey, who you could argue and say he's the new Tucker of the league. He's going to want some money.
I wouldn't put it down like that.
Okay, yeah, all right, I'll take it. I'll wind that back. Best kicker in the league, all right? So you've got that. Deron Bland sets an NFL record that we were at, and you're hoping that he can be with Kaya Elam playing as an outside corner. You can put Deron Bland back in the slot where he was best, and that's going to bring the best out of him. He's going to be looking contract. Now, all of a sudden, with Micah gone, not only have you saved the big chunk of money, you've also now got that money to offer all these guys contracts. So one player gone becomes a multitude of players, not just the player that you've got in the trade, the players that you're going to sign to retain these other guys, major pieces. So it's not a great way to look at optimism on the back end of this trade, but it's just trying to find wins in this trade in places where people, when they listen to this, are thinking, great, this is going to be depressing. I'm just trying to look at a different angle and find an optimistic narrative for people to latch on to.
And I can fairly appreciate you trying to
I'm trying. I'm trying.
really trying to find some type of positive out of this situation.
I'm
but
trying.
The matter of the fact is, I'm livid. You're livid. Cowboys Nation is absolutely livid. I mean, it just feels like you're just played Jenga and you've just basically taken out a piece and things have just started to fall down right before the season started. That's what it kind of feels like to me right now. Like, I mean, was this we just need to question ourselves. Was this the plan all along from Jerry to really get rid of Micah? Like, was it so much, if that's the case, then why was the need of all this freaking gaslighting?
Yeah.
And not to mention, the agent, David Mulugeta, I'm sorry, but that guy, because from what I can recall, Jerry and Micah had invariable exchanges, have agreed to a deal. They did.
Mm-hmm.
Then, obviously, when it kind of took it to the agent, he wasn't really particularly too chuffed about that because
Correct.
Jerry didn't really kind of talk to his agent about it, etc. And that's where it really kind of started. That's where the problem started. But the thing is, if the player's happy and the owner's happy, then what's the problem? You should be looking for the best interest of your player, but if the player wants to stay in Dallas, he wants to stay in Dallas. You don't go out there and just basically take a dump on that verbal contract offer that Jerry said to Micah and tell him to go shove it where the sun don't shine, basically. That's bad business. I'm sorry, it is.
Ultimately, what the way you've got to look at it is, yes, I agree. I'm in agreement with you, but ultimately, that decision there can be overruled at any point by Micah himself. At the end of the day, it's Micah who can make that final decision and turn around and say to Dave, "No, look, me and Jerry relationship. This is what we've done. I'm happy. This is we come to agreement. Your job now is to what we've put in principle, in a sort of verbal or an initial sort of statement that we want to do in this contract. I need you to now go dot the I's and cross the T's on this. Make that work for me." Micah can overrule the agent at any point.
It could have. I mean, all three of them are guilty. Let's be honest.
True.
David Mulugeta, Micah Parsons, and Jerry Jones, they all screwed the pooch on this.
Yeah. You've got ultimately what it comes down to is two things: stubbornness and ego. That is what killed this contract.
Oh, 100%. And we actually really got to see that just recently. And this is the thing that it kills me the most. It was cool to watch that documentary on Netflix, the Dallas Cowboys documentary. If you've not seen it, definitely go and watch it. I recommend it. But it really gives you a good insight to what Jerry is actually like. You don't see any other general manager act out the way Jerry does. It's just unimaginable. Even the idea of him saying, "Yeah, I'm the owner, but I'm also going to be the GM."
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It would not surprise me at this moment. Fans are going to be going old school, getting their pitchforks and torches outside the start at this moment. It would not surprise me.
I've seen some funny memes with Jerry's face on already. It did not take long.
It would not surprise me. I mean, I'm surprised I'm not wearing my Jerry makes me drink t-shirts right now rather than my uniform right now. But, yeah, it's.
And here's the crazy bit. Here's the crazy part as well, Paul. Don't forget that the Cowboys this season play Green Bay
in week 4 at home
at AT&T. Yeah, so he's gonna be there. We're gonna be battling against him.
And you know what's going to happen, Mike? Micah Parsons is going to put on the performance of a lifetime and basically going to tell Jerry
He'll silence the crowd.
He's going to silence the crowd and tell Jerry, I told you so, or whatever. And Cowboys Nation will be even more angry at the fact that what Jerry did. Like, we were upset that he didn't re-sign DeMarcus Ware all those years ago. We were upset how he traded away Amari Cooper for basically peanuts.
That was a killer.
That was a killer. Like here's my do you like, in terms of trades, do you think this is actually potentially worse than Herschel Walker trade?
Like, on the you mean though on the front of it, not what transpired.
On the front of it.
yeah. Because if you're going to say that, I'd be like, that was the greatest trade to ever happen because it got us 3 Super Bowls.
It did.
Yeah, some of the best. But we got Darren Woodson, Emmitt Smith.
I mean, I'm not going to say this if there's like any optimism from me. If we could repeat that, that would be amazing. But I don't want to wait for another 2 to 3 years to win a Super Bowl. Schottenheimer might not even be here by then.
I mean, put it this way. This trade, like, if I'm Schottenheimer and it gets to the end of the year and the Cowboys fail to the playoffs, I'm going straight to Jerry Jones and I'm going, don't forget what you did to me a week before week 1. That's his get out of jail free card for the moment. But yeah, anyway, going back to Herschel Walker, I mean, like, that was wild because, you know, there was so many moving parts to that. There was, I mean, like, you think the draft picks and the players, the teams involved, you know, it was confusing more than anything because people were just looking at this going, what is going on? And, you know, you think Tom Landry is just gone. Jimmy Johnson is in. All these things happen all at the same time. You get Herschel Walker, who's a Heisman winning running back, probably, and they used him because he was the best player on their team. He was bossing it. And, you know, you think they've done that. Micah Parsons, in terms of what he was coming out of college to Herschel Walker, they were quite far apart. Accolades and, you know, if you want to go talent wise, okay, yeah, we'll say Herschel was better. But it is just as wild. It's definitely an emotional trade. This is an emotional, not a business trade, without a doubt.
Yeah, I find that's definitely summed up. It just seems very impulsed.
Very. Yeah.
No. Oh, your phone.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, the whole thing stinks. Like,
yeah.
Like, and I'm really curious. I know that we're going to get some trolls coming into the comments on YouTube for this one, but I'm really intrigued to see how the rest of Cowboys Nation is truly feeling. But leave a comment, folks. Be sure to like and subscribe.
I got some more news though.
Oh, God. Right.
So we've got Kenny Clark. Next year he's 21 mil on the cap.
Oh.
And he'd be 30 years old. Yeah, that's it. Because you take the contract on. What
are we doing?
I can confuse you even further that the Cowboys have also waived wide receiver Ryan Flournoy.
Oh my God.
God. So he's gone. So now we only have 4 wide receivers currently on the roster. That move is probably more interesting to a guy like Trayshawn Holden. Probably see him on the active roster now. But yes, he's been waived. I'm trying to have a look for an offensive guard. Another offensive lineman.
we already had 10 offensive linemen, and we were going to do a breakdown of the 53-man roster, but it seems slightly pointless at this moment because there's just so many moving
chopping
parts.
and changing. Yeah. I mean, we added 2 other cornerbacks as well Wednesday. So yeah, I mean, we've got 10 offensive linemen on the active roster, mind. You've also got 2 on the practice squad. This will be another. So now you're going in with 13 offensive linemen across the 2. And only 4 wide receivers. You've got 3 wide receivers on the practice squad. So you would think one of them are going to come up. Could be Jalen Brooks. Jalen Brooks could be the next guy up. But I think I would go with Holden because he's really, really proven himself during the preseason.
Yeah,
but you just look at the whole thing and you're going, what on earth is going on?
I need to stop you there. Like, why on earth did we actually waive Ryan Flournoy? He was, without a doubt, one of the best players in the preseason.
He was fantastic, yeah. And what was good as well was the chemistry between him and Dak.
Yeah.
It was coming on lovely.
Like, are we now really trying to purposely flunk this season now? Like, didn't Jerry at the very start when Brian Schottenheimer got announced, he's like, I'm going to prove everyone wrong. Brian Schottenheimer's going to take us, basically take us to the promised land again. All the yada yada yada.
Yeah.
We're not going to be. We're not going to be going to the promised land, going to the Super Bowl for doing stuff like this. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. You're trying to make head and tail of it all, and coming back with nothing really. It's confusing. I'm trying to find out more on while we're doing this. It's not great for podcasting that I'm researching the same time as we're talking, but I am now just
we're on the fly because it's an instant reaction we're given right now.
I'll get it for you now because I know where I saw it. So there we go. Ryan Flournoy, and they claimed offensive guard that was for the Philadelphia Eagles on their practice squad, Trevor Keegan.
I've no words. Mate. I'm just absolutely dumbfounded.
They got TJ Bass, so there's your backup swing guard.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've just spent a first-round draft pick this year on an offensive guard, and Tyler Smith is maybe your best offensive lineman.
Yeah.
So what was that move for? Why did you get another guard?
If I was Dak Prescott, I'll be annoyed as well. It's like you've just given me like one of the guys I've actually been connecting to quite well throughout all training camp, and we saw him being successful with Joe Milton, like even in the bad games and especially in that Atlanta Falcons game.
Yeah,
really playing it out there, and all of a sudden
really shined. Yeah,
he's gone. Why?
So
I'm really I like to think I try to know things like as you do as well, mate. We're covering this from 5,000 miles away, and I'm speechless, absolutely speechless of what has just happened. This is definitely a turning point for the Dallas Cowboys. Like, it could be for the worse, it could be for the better. We just don't know. But the matter of fact is, we're now going into week 1 against the Philadelphia Eagles with no Micah Parsons. We're now going to have to reevaluate the game plan without Parsons now. How's that going to look?
You're up to your eyeballs in it right now. If you're Matt Eberflus, you're just exhaling everything right now because you're just like, every plan we just put together in training camp for this game is gone out the window.
In fairness, mate, we might not even know what Matt Eberflus is feeling. He might actually be feeling, well, I'm actually quite happy with the guys that we've got. It could be that. It could be that. Like, because Parsons hasn't been part of training camp, really participating, so he hasn't really got to see, like, have one-on-ones with him and work with him in that way.
But this is my
I
whole
don't
point.
know. I'm being very speculative on this right now. I don't know. It's just, as I say, folks, this is a pure instant reaction to the breaking news, and yeah, I'll tell you what though, for Tuesday's next episode, when we're going to be doing the pre-game show, that's going to be fire, and we are hoping to have a special guest on by the one and only Mr. Mike Fisher. Hopefully we'll get that officially confirmed with him shortly, but that is the plan of action for next week's episode for the pre-game show. But I don't know what else to say, Mike. I mean, we've pretty much covered the whole episode on this right now.
The good news is okay, more optimism. I'm trying to find optimism. So Micah Parsons has happened. Optimism, though, college football is week 1 this week, so everything's back.
Yeah, we've got Texas and Ohio State. I guess that is a good
LSU,
positive.
Clemson, Alabama, Florida State. All those games to look forward to.
Oh my God, Mike!
Texas are playing
Ohio State.
Yeah, Texas A&M. Do you know who they're playing?
Either way, Mike, this college football back. That's a good.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Either way,
They played another Texas team. I can't remember which one.
But I don't want to speak for all of Cowboys Nation, because some people are actually quite happy Parsons is gone. I get that. I can understand why they might be happy, because like one being the drama's finally over.
That was going to be another thing I was going to go for. Like, the good thing is now is it's all over.
Yeah,
it's done.
Yeah, because it's prolonged for so long.
Yeah.
And it was just getting ridiculous. The break of communication, the egotistic manners of Jerry and Dave whatever the idiot's name is. I'm sorry I'm calling him an idiot. I'm sure he's great and successful for other players, but really bad, like just really bad discussions between they two, and even Micah, like to even incentivize this as well. So I'm now acting emotionally than I should be right now, because obviously I care for this football team. I want the Dallas Cowboys to get back to the way things were getting into the Super Bowl when I was a young kid. Like, last time I got to see that was when I was 10 years old. Like, and here's the interesting thing. Every other NFC team since 2010 have actually reached the Super Bowl or NFC Championship.
Championship, yeah.
You want to know who the only team is that's not done that since 2010? The Dallas Cowboys.
Because we keep trading away all our good players.
Something's got to give. I'm just... Yeah, but yeah, folks, let us know what you think. We're very intrigued to hear what your emotions are. Are you upset? Are you actually happy the drama's over? What do you think how the season now unfolds without Micah Parsons? We would love to hear your thoughts on this. But like I said, we will be back.
And what your thoughts are on Green Bay. Give us your predictions on that.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Because it's very relevant, because they're giving us their first round pick.
First round pick, is it?
It's two first round picks.
For next year and the year after.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So we're interested in what people think how they will perform with Micah there, because it pertains to our first round pick in the draft this year.
I will tell you something before we finish off. That in terms of the draft picks, mate, that makes you a very happy man. The reason I'm saying that because that is your forte.
That's my bread and butter.
Scouting. The fact that we've got more leg room for next year's draft, etc. I can't even believe we've been talking about next year's draft.
We haven't even got to week 1.
We're not even at week 1 yet. This is how depressing this is right now. Like, it truly is. This truly sucks. I'm sorry, and I'm trying my best not to curse here. And
you got it.
And yeah, but it's not fun. But yeah, folks, but be sure to hit that like and subscribe. Be sure to follow us on all of our social media. Be sure to go and check out the BLEAV Network. Be sure to also download the FanDuel Sports app for all your betting needs. Sadly, at this moment, the way how things are, the Dallas Cowboys are probably not the betting favourites at this moment. Let's be honest. But like I said, we will be back on Tuesday, I believe. Either Tuesday or Wednesday for the pre-game show against the Philadelphia Eagles, hopefully with our special guest, Mike Fisher. So be sure to keep your notifications on for that one. But before we do go, Mike, please tell everyone where everyone can find you.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter or X at Kenfig Cowboy. That's Kenfig with a K, Cowboy with a K. And you, Mr. P.
You can follow me at IMP and as you can tell, my X account right now is on fire right now, as you can tell by my vocal reactions. But yes, folks, that's the end of this one's episode. It's a dramatic one. It's a groundbreaking trade for all the wrong reasons, and it's definitely can this really jeopardize the Dallas Cowboys going into the 2025 season with a first-time head coach? Lots of thoughts and questions, but like as always here on the World's team, I'm
get it out, baby, get it out.
And you know what? I'm not even going to say it, Chris. I don't think it's worthy of saying it. If we beat the Eagles, then it's coming back.
Okay.
Right. So, but until then, try and enjoy your week. Think positive. That's all I can really say. But yeah, folks, have a good one, folks, and we will see you guys for the pre-game show against the Philadelphia Eagles. Have a good one, folks.
That's a wrap on the World's Team Podcast. Smash that like button and hit subscribe, Cowboys Nation. This ain't just America's team, it's your team.
Touchdown!
It's the World's Team, only on BLEAV, where real fans live.
How about them Cowboys?